CNN has gotten a hold of, via a public records request, text messages between Perla Huerta, who is, of course, the individual, the former Army intelligence officer, who recruited the migrants for Ron DeSantis' flights to Martha's Vineyard. They have text messages between her and an official with the DeSantis administration. That official is Florida Public Safety Czar Larry Kef. And let me read you a little bit of this from CNN. On September 12th, 2 days before the flights, Huerta messaged Florida Public Safety Czar Larry Kef, indicating she had recruited enough migrants to fill the planes. "Yahtzee, we're full," she wrote to him at 6:20 p.m. After the flights landed in Martha's Vineyard, Huerta wrote to Kef, "Victory arms for you. Thank you for this opportunity and support." Kef responded by saying, "Thank you for all, Perla. Let's drive on. Salute to you, Larry." So he signs his own texts, even though they're coming from his cell phone. She knows it's you, Larry. Like, I kind of feel like that's one of those becoming your parents thing. You don't have to sign your own text. They know where it's coming from. This is the first time that we have had firm confirmation that a member of the DeSantis administration was directly coordinating with the recruiter, Perla Huerta. So this now directly implicates the DeSantis administration here in Florida. Because, and here's why this matters, folks, there is a world of difference between DeSantis doing this as a campaign stunt, right? He's got over $100 million in his political action committee. He could have used that money to do these flights. There'd have been nothing wrong with that in the eyes of the law. In the eyes of every normal person, yes, that's still terrible. Legally speaking, nothing wrong with that. If he did it with state money, you've just opened the door for an entirely new area of potential prosecution. Now, they have wide discretion over what they can use these funds for here in the state of Florida. But there are limits there. There are things that cannot be done, especially if the reports, as the report suggests, if he used COVID funds, now you're in serious crap. But it's not just the DeSantis administration, because apparently Mr. Kef from the DeSantis administration and Ms. Huerta also both traveled over to Texas, where they met with officials from the Greg Abbott administration to have them help to coordinate to recruit people. So you've got the DeSantis administration in Florida directly involved. Based on the text messages, this is now confirmed. You've got these two individuals also via text messages confirmed, meeting with officials from the Abbott administration in Texas. This is a multi-state, multi-administration, multi-level scheme to ship these migrants from Texas to Martha's Vineyard using Florida money. The investigation, of course, is ongoing, but this is a massive revelation. We can now directly implicate both state governments in this plot. Now, last I had heard, because this story did go dark for quite a bit now, this is, the most recent update we've had. Last I heard, they couldn't find Ms. Huerta. They didn't know where she was. You had immigrant rights groups out there putting out hefty rewards for anybody who could basically turn her in. She is the key. If she has not been located yet, she needs to be found. She needs to be hauled in front of the investigators that are looking into all this, and she needs to spill the beans. She has everything to lose if she does not cooperate. So I think it's time that she picks up the phone, turns herself in, because she's not under criminal investigation right now, by the way. But she could be. You got the fraud, you got the kidnapping, you got all these things. She faces a lot of serious charges. She hasn't been, there's no charges against her yet, but there likely will be, unless, of course, she cooperates and gives us both of these state governments. That's your only option, Perla. Better make a decision quick.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.